Stupid fingers are... Don't got no stylus. But wait. What is that? What could be contained within this box? The answer to all my problems? Let's see what's inside. Ooh, this fixes everything. Alright people, so today I'm bringing you the review of the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 with its Superbius S Pen. Now, it may look like I'm comfortably sitting in my chair. I'm on my knees. It really hurts. I'm just gonna squat because that's easier for me than just... Actually, this is worse. I need like a stool up there. Just leaning on the wall like this. Anyway, sorry about the light. The sun is out. It's springtime. I can't get the sun to go away. There we go. Sun kind of went away. A little bit. Good enough. Anyway, sorry about not being around. I had to have one of my teeth fixed. I had like a chip in it, so I had it fixed, and I've been very busy lately, so without further ado, let's take a look at the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. I'm going to press the button now. Alright, so taking a look at these pictures, as we can see, I've got a few here with the telephoto and what Samsung calls live focus. They look pretty good. I wouldn't call them terrible. It's actually a very good camera. It's not as, I don't know, true to life, I would say, as the iPhone 10 or the LG V20. But it's pretty good in the sense that it can snap a nice picture. It's the saturation is a bit high, and I'm not proud. I wouldn't say, well, I shouldn't say proud. I'm not fond of how oversaturated it is. But other than that, it takes some really beautiful photos. The live focus is really good, and the telephoto lens actually is really good. And the video coming up here that I have, you're actually going to see that you can actually zoom in with the telephoto lens while recording, so that's a nice touch. So let's take a look at some videos real quick. Alright, here we are recording on the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 back-facing 12 megapixel cameras, which are optically stabilized. And as you can see, color reproduction and saturation are pretty good. Take a look at this tree. It's saturating a little bit more than I would like it to. It's not quite this bright out, but it is fairly bright out, so I think it's doing a nice job, and I feel the optical image stabilization is good. It's not grand. I like the iPhone's way better, but the zoom, as you can see on the telephoto, is actually very smooth. We're going to pan over here. We're going to zoom in on that campfire. Look at that. You get 10 times optical zoom, even while recording video, but as you can see, it's very shaky, so it's up to you whether or not you want to zoom in with your videos, but you do get that option of using the telephoto lens while taking video. We'll take a quick pan around so I can make this 1 minute so it's easier for me to edit. It's the same story kind of on the front-facing 8 megapixel camera. Color reproduction is pretty accurate, and so is light. It's not super excellent, and I believe that it does not have a zoom. I was correct. I don't know, ever since the Huawei Sense review, I've been doubting myself that front cameras don't actually have zooms, but apparently that was a one-of-a-kind thing. So, light's pretty true and accurate. It's noticeably not as good, but it's not like you're gonna have a drop in quality, so if you're a vlogger, this is a good phone for you. The phone is huge, and I have to hold it with two hands because of how massive it is. It is just so massive because it's a 6.3 inch screen. That just gives you a basic idea. It's really big. So I'm afraid I'm gonna drop it. So I'm holding it with two hands instead of one. But we're gonna make this one a minute again because it's easier for me to edit it. So we're gonna spin around and now we're gonna cut it. Alright, so we're looking here and we've got the S Pen is a great tool for the Note 8. You can slide it out of the bottom of the phone and you can get to drawing. You can take off-screen notes. You can use this little spinny wheel thing, and you can capture you can write on the screen, which I think is a really fun feature to have. And of course, you can do a little bit of coloring. You can draw by hand if you want. It's limitless. You can even use it as a mouse and scroll pages. But the Note doesn't come without its flaws, and a few of its major flaws, I want to talk about them real quick, are the placement of that fingerprint sensor, because let me tell you, that's a really bad location for the fingerprint sensor. Though I don't hate it. I want to emphasize that I don't hate it. I like it better than the Galaxy S8 because it's indented a little bit, so I can kind of feel it, and it's a little bit separate because of that heart rate sensor, but I still think Samsung could have put it somewhere better. Put it on the power button, move it down, do what you did on the Galaxy S9. They could have made it a tiny bit better, but whatever, you know. Bixby. I want to talk about Bixby for a minute, and how many people say they hate the Bixby button. I don't hate the Bixby button. I actually think it's a great button. I just picked up the Galaxy Note 8 here real quick, and it unlocked using its little face unlock thing, if you heard that noise anyway. I don't hate the Bixby button. I think it's a really convenient feature that you can summon Bixby with your voice. As we can see later, you can actually ask her to take a selfie. Having a whole button dedicated to it, though, I can't speak. Anyway, having a whole button dedicated to it is definitely a bit of a stretch. I would have liked to have seen this reprogrammable. I can't talk today. Reprogrammable as like a camera button, or maybe just summon something else. I don't want to have to download a third-party app, but I don't mind it. It's not terrible. Whatever it is, it's not bad. Bixby button is not bad. It just location's a little bit poor, but you know, I've never mistaken it for the volume rocker, and I've never mistook it for the power button. That's the only complaints I have. The display is beautiful. 6.3 inches, that's a little big for my taste. I like mine right about between that 5.5 and 6 inch range. 6.3 is a little big, but for viewing content, it's great. That amazing dual camera setup is great, and well, that's it. Bye. So overall, the Galaxy Note 8 is a great phone. It's not superb by any stretch, but it's good. It's got USB Type-C, the increasingly rare headphone jack. I don't hate the Bixby button. I think it's pretty good, as I stated before. It can get in the way, but I've never really had any issues with it. Fingerprint sensor is iffy, but it works. Otherwise, I just use the biometric scanner where I look at it with my face. If it wants to turn on, doesn't want to turn. Oh my god! And as you can hear, it's fairly fast. It's not terrible. Now the screen is beautiful. However, I have a slide. Comparatively to the iPhone 10, its display, I feel like the iPhone 10 has less bezel, and a lot of people are calling the Galaxy Note 8 or the Galaxy series now the phones with the more bezel-less display. They have two bezels at the bottom and top, but other than that, they're not great. I would say buy this phone over the Samsung Galaxy S9 because you're getting a lot of the features that it doesn't have. You're getting an S Pen. Unless you look at the Plus, you do get dual cameras. However, you know, the Plus, you get a bigger screen at 6.3 inches compared to the latest 5.8 and 6.2. It's still a supported phone, so it's not like it's old. It's not like you're buying, you know, your Samsung Galaxy S7 right here, you know, from 2016. You know, look at this dinosaur. Right, you're buying a fairly new phone. It's not very old. Still getting great cameras, great specs, waterproofing. Sorry, my head itches. You get waterproofing, you get micro SD card support, you get a fabulous display. Not super great audio. I can get an audio sample real quick right here, so we'll get an audio sample real quick.
What? I must have had something in my ear. Did you just say $800? Yes, I did.
Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to disclose the rest of that video. I don't know, but it's just a stupid YouTube video. If you really want to see it, you can go check it out. My main complaint is the phone is just too big. I feel like with the iPhone 10, let me unlock it real quick. I feel like this is very easy to use one-handed. In fact, I often use it one-handed. I'll have something like this, and I'll just be like, yeah, scroll eye funny. But I feel like this phone, even though it's 5.8 inches, it's a good phone. It's very small. This phone is 5.2 inches. Right here. Oh, I'm not looking. This is a 5.2 inch phone right here, the LG Nexus 5X. And the iPhone 10 is about the same size, even though it has a 7.7 inches more of screen real estate. So I feel like if you really want a phone that fits good in the hand and you're not using two hands, you know, you want a one-handed phone, go for the iPhone 10. You're not going to be sorry. Or get a Galaxy S8, not the Plus, because that screen's too big for you. I'm going to set this down right here. Anyway, fix that. But if you are a two-handed phone person, you like your two hands, one hand's writing, or doing something else, this phone is definitely for you. You get a big, gorgeous 6-inch display. I know I just said gorgeous. Gorgeous 6.3-inch display. You get some really excellent dual cameras. Fingerprint sensor, I wish they would have placed it somewhere different, but you know, that's it. Speaker's not great, unlike the iPhone 10s, which has a bottom firing and a front firing. This only has one single bottom firing, but it definitely makes up for that for having a headphone jack and having awesome cameras. There's only a single flash this time, no dual tone, or in Apple's case, four-tone, quad-tone, whatever you want to call it. But it's pretty good. Bixby Vision, identifying things, is coming along, but not superb. I love the S Pen. I love coloring, and I love drawing on the screen. I think this thing is a very useful tool, and that all phones should come with the S Pen. Those are my thoughts. The facial recognition is pretty good, but Apple's got them beat with Face ID. Face ID is so much faster than the Galaxy Note 8's iris scanner or face unlock or whatever they're calling it these days. And that's about it. Sorry to wipe my nose. I have a run nose. I have a cold. I apologize. I have things going wrong with me. I have a tooth fixed. Anyway, phone is good. Obviously, Orchid Gray. I would have preferred the black color, but I got this discounted Orchid Gray. If you know me, I'd show you, but I don't want to bend the tripod because the camera's plugged into the wall because all of my batteries died. I like my phones black or whatever the darkest color I can get is. Let me show you. Let me just show you. Here are like 4 of the phones that I just pulled, and look, they're all black. So it's just a choice that I make for some reason, that I like all of these phones to be black. I think it's kind of uniform. It's what I like. So, kind of disappointed that I didn't get my hands on every video. I didn't get an Orchid Gray, or excuse me, Midnight Black, but Orchid Gray suffices. It reflects light far less, and fingerprints it's less smudgy. And overall, that's a good phone. And I'm also proud of Samsung for less branding. Just Samsung written on the back, whereas on your Galaxy S7 Edge, you had it written right there and right there. So I'm kind of proud of Samsung for, you know, ditching all the branding and just keeping it simple to one word like Apple on the back. Those are my thoughts of the Galaxy Note 8. It's a great phone. I'm going to be taking it with me to the Caribbean, Florida area. I will get more, you know, I should say, time with it. I've only had a week with it, so I will get more time with it, and I'll probably do a review video for the Galaxy Note 8, you know, more in depth. I also have a video coming up on the LG V20, so stick around for that. That Promise Moto G5 video will be coming out soon. I don't know when, but anyway, I had to cough, but I didn't end up coughing. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Buy the Note 8 because it's better than the Galaxy S7. Oh, I'm still on that train. Better than the Galaxy S9 and Galaxy S9 Plus. This is the Note 8. Let me find my line. Let me find something. Hold on, I had a really cool idea. Yeah. Bye, everybody. I didn't hit play. Hold on. I have an idea. This looks really bad. And done. I gotta save. Trying to get that video to 10 minutes, even though I'm just a dumbass. Alright, here we go. There you go, there's your message for the video. Alright, see you guys.